Yo, what's up? It's your boy Sports Dad. Listen, in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the mental challenges that takes place on a young athlete when they're transitioning to college and when they finally realize that reality has definitely set in as it relates to their athletics. Let's do it. Okay, everybody, listen, before we jump into it, you already know what to do. Make sure that you hit the notification bell, share the information, and comment as well. I'm looking to hear from you, and I want to know what you actually thinking about the content. So in this video, like I said, we're going to talk about the mental. Everybody wants to go Division I. Everybody wants to go Division I, right? They want to get that scholarship, they want to get that notification. They want to get that Twitter inbox from a Division I college, right? From a Division I recruiter, right? But what they don't know is that once they actually get to college, it's a totally different story. And there's nothing wrong with those desires, but what they don't really understand, and when I say they, I'm talking about the athlete, and I'm also talking about the parents too. But what you don't understand is that there's things that comes with being recruited with the division at a Division I. What do you mean? Well, first of all, let's just talk about playing time right out the gate, right? Regardless of any accolades that you obtained in high school, that really doesn't matter, because when you go to college, it's not going to matter when you go to college. It matters from a perspective that a coach knows what they have, right, for the future. But the likelihood of you actually playing when you get to college is very, very slim. And so that's the thing. Like, everybody wants to go D1. Now, this happens at the D2 level too, right? But it's even worse at the Division I level. And so that's the thing. So don't always get so caught up in being recruited by a Division I college. It's going to be a long time, probably a long time before you touch the field in the game. And no, coaches are not going to tell you that right away. Some coaches will, but it's very, very few. And they found a way to actually word things so that they don't back themselves into a corner, right? Because the truth be told is that you win games with juniors and seniors, right? Sometimes you have a situation where a true freshman can get in and play, and that's probably when your team is predominantly juniors and seniors. If you look at any college roster and look at who's actually playing in the game, it's predominantly juniors and seniors or graduates, right? Because you win games with older, experienced players, and what comes with age is experience and physical strength, right? Your physical abilities, right? And so that's what they're actually looking at. But they're not going to actually tell you that right out the gate. They're going to say things like, yeah, we want you to come on and compete. We want you to come and compete like this is that there's an opportunity for you to play now. There is an opportunity for you to play now. And, if you come in and compete and you prove to us and you show us that you can play now, you'll be able to do it. You'll be able to play, right? Those are the things that they're saying to you, right? But they're not actually saying like, hey, we're recruiting you and we want you to come and play right now. That's not what they're saying. And very rarely does it happen that way. So, but a player don't really understand that until they get to college. They're not thinking about that until they actually get there and really realize that it's 8, or more at that same position in the position room, right? You got a large sum of people in the position room trying to fight to get times just like you, or waiting on their time to get into the game just like you, waiting on their chance to prove themselves, right? And then now it becomes a mental thing, right? Because now you're being treated, you go from being treated like you were the guy to being treated as being treated with no respect, right? They're not looking at you the same way, right, that you were being looked at when you were in high school during your junior and senior year. Now it starts all over, regardless of any of your accolades that you had, right? They're not giving you that treatment, and their focus their focus is on the guys that are actually in the game. So now there's a mental thing that takes place, right? You start to feel inadequate. You start second guessing yourself. And then coaches are also chipping at your game, right? They're trying to improve you in practice and telling you need to work on this, you need to work on that. So now it becomes a confidence thing, right? And so you all of these things, you have these components that are working against you mentally, right? So you got to be careful when you say you want to go Division I. And it's almost like a marriage, right? You don't know until you actually get into it. So you'll probably be better off. So if you can't deal with waiting for 2 years, then guess what? You'd probably be better off going to a Division II, right? There are a lot of Division II guys that have made NFL rosters and making money right now. So you might as well, if you can't deal with that 2-year wait, go to a Division II where you know that you're actually going to have a greater opportunity to play and get on the field right away within your first and second year, right? And then when you get there, if you're legit, right, get your numbers while you're at that Division II college, because guess what? After a couple years of you dominating at the Division II level, now with the transfer portal, you have the ability to jump into the portal, and those numbers that you have at the Division II level, guess what? They travel with you to the Division I level. And so if you had a dominant performance at the Division II level, that dominant performance now gets tacked on to whatever else that you do at the Division I level. So that looks good on you, and you're building your resume. So just know that going Division I is great, guys. And it's a great experience, but don't put all your eggs in one basket, because there is a lot of opportunity that's out there. The recruiting game has shifted now from colleges going to high schools looking for the next great thing. Now they're looking at the portal for the next great thing, right? Because in the portal, these guys are coming in all set and ready to play right out the gate, right? Because they're older, they're bigger, faster, and they're stronger. So that's the thing. So that's what I wanted to come in, and that's what I wanted to talk a little bit about in this video. But there's a lot that goes on, and you got to be ready for that mental when you want to be recruited. When you set your expectations high and you're only looking at the Division I level, there's a possible chance that you're not going to get on the field or not play at the Division I level for a couple years. Listen, if you didn't get a chance to check out my last video, I'm talking about the parents and things like that, and what they actually go through when their child is transitioning to college and things like that, and when reality has set in. So you can definitely click the link and check that out. All right. If you want to know more about recruiting and what it's like on the inside, make sure that you stay tapped in with me. Let's go.